Malia Obama recently made her directorial debut at the Sundance Film Festival with a short film called The Heart.
Was it meant to be a secret? Now we may never know. Malia Obama's choice to step away from her famous last name has sparked rumors about her true identity within one of America's most watched families.
She's calling herself Malia Ann, and apparently some folks online are criticizing her for it.
Mysterious documents hint at carefully hidden family secrets that could shatter the image of the Obama presidency. Could this be why Michelle Obama goes to such lengths to protect her daughters from the public eye? Why did Malia drop her family's name? Join us as we uncover Michelle Obama's family secret. The big reveal. In a surprising twist that set social media ablaze, Malia Obama quietly dropped her famous last name, leaving many wondering about the real story behind this bold move. The eldest daughter of former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama took this step not in rebellion, but in search of something more valuable than her legendary surname, her own identity. On a crisp autumn morning in Los Angeles while grabbing coffee at a local cafe, Malia was overheard introducing herself with just her first name to a fellow screenwriter. The simple gesture spoke volumes about her desire to carve her path in Hollywood, where famous family names often cast long shadows over budding talent. Her parents had suggested this approach years earlier, understanding the weight their last name carried. "We wanted her to have room to breathe," Michelle Obama shared during a casual moment at a University of Southern California event. Every time someone heard Obama, they expected either a mini Barack or another Michelle. But what started as a thoughtful family decision soon sparked wild theories online. Some claimed Malia had uncovered earth-shattering family secrets, while others insisted she was distancing herself from her parents. The truth, however, was far simpler and more relatable. A young woman's quest to be known for her own achievements rather than her father's historic presidency. Behind the scenes, Malia's journey to independence began long before headlines noticed. During her internships at various film studios, she would often sit in corner offices late into the night, poring over scripts and learning the craft of storytelling. Her colleagues, initially starstruck by her surname, soon came to know her for her sharp creative insights and dedication to learning the industry from the ground up. "She never wanted special treatment," revealed a former colleague who worked with her on a television production. "She brought coffee, took notes, and stayed late just like any other assistant. The only difference was that her security detail waited patiently in the parking lot." The name change also reflected a deeper family value the Obamas had instilled in their daughters since childhood: authenticity. In their Chicago home before the White House years, Barack and Michelle had always encouraged Malia and her sister Sasha to develop their own voices and make their own choices. Today, as Malia builds her career in the entertainment industry, her decision has proven wise. Her recent work on streaming series and independent films has earned praise not because she's an Obama, but because of her talent for crafting compelling stories. She's become known in industry circles simply as Malia, a young writer with a keen eye for detail and a passion for telling untold stories. While Malia's choice to use her first name sparked curiosity in Hollywood's creative circles, darker rumors began spreading. The family seems to be a magnet for spotlights, but what story were conspiracy theorists spinning about one of America's most beloved families? The conspiracy web. It all started with a comedian's thoughtless joke in 2014. During a late-night show, the stand-up comic made a cruel remark about Michelle Obama's appearance, drawing nervous laughter from the audience. No one could have guessed how this tasteless moment would spiral into one of the most bizarre conspiracy theories about the former First Family. Within days, self-proclaimed internet detectives began combing through years of White House photos and videos, frame by frame. They created elaborate digital boards connecting random dots, a wrinkle in Michelle's dress at a state dinner, the way she walked up Air Force One steps, even how she hugged her daughters at public events. Each innocent detail became twisted evidence in their growing web of lies. The theories spread like wildfire through hidden online forums and secret social media groups. Some claimed Michelle Obama had a secret past, while others spun tales about the true origins of the Obama children. A mysterious envelope supposedly containing proof landed on a journalist's desk in Detroit, though the reporter later admitted it held nothing but blank papers. These wild stories caught the attention of fact-checkers and journalists who tried to stamp out the flames of misinformation. Yet for every claim they debunked, 3 new ones sprouted up. The conspiracy theorists simply labeled any evidence against their beliefs as part of the cover-up. In dingy basements and bright office cubicles alike, people spent countless hours creating fake documents and doctoring photos. They used basic editing software to alter simple family moments into suspicious scenes. A tender mother-daughter hug became proof of hidden body doubles. A family vacation snapshot turned into evidence of secret meetings. The most bizarre claims suggested the Obama girls might be from Morocco or part of a secret government project. These stories ignored simple facts. Both girls strongly resembled their parents, and hundreds of family friends had known them since birth. Through it all, the Obama family maintained their dignity. Instead of fighting each wild accusation, they continued living their lives openly and honestly. Michelle focused on her work helping young people achieve their dreams, while Malia and Sasha pursued their own paths in life. The conspiracy web grew so tangled that even its creators lost track of their original claims. Yet the truth remained simple and clear. A loving family had lived in the White House, raised their daughters with strong values, and continued making positive changes in the world. Breaking away. In a bold break from tradition, Malia Obama chose to step off the expected path after high school. Instead of heading straight to college like her parents, she packed her bags and took a gap year, a decision that raised eyebrows and even more rumors across the country. But behind this choice lay a thoughtful young woman eager to discover who she could become outside her family's famous shadow. During that year, Malia traded the familiar halls of her family home for the bustling streets of New York City. She landed an internship at the Weinstein Company, where she dove into the gritty world of filmmaking. Her days were filled with script readings, coffee runs, and learning the nuts and bolts of storytelling from the ground up. While other interns sneaked glances at the former first daughter, Malia kept her head down, took detailed notes, and stayed late to help with whatever needed doing. Her summer experience on the set of HBO's Girls had given her a taste of television production, but this internship opened her eyes to the full scope of the entertainment world. She sat in on story meetings, watched editors piece together scenes, and began developing her own creative voice. When she finally arrived at Harvard, Malia brought these real-world experiences with her. She chose to study visual and environmental studies, combining her love of storytelling with a deep interest in how art can shape society. Between classes, she worked on her own short films, drawing from the technical skills she'd picked up during her gap year. The path hasn't always been smooth. During the COVID-19 lockdown, Malia found herself back home with her parents, a challenging adjustment for any young adult finding their independence. She and her sister Sasha joked about getting tired of having their parents around all the time, a relatable moment for many families during that period. Today, Malia has carved out her own space in the entertainment industry. Her work on the Amazon series Swarm with Donald Glover showed her growth from intern to respected writer. The show's fellow creator, Janine Neighbors, praised Malia's dedication and natural talent for crafting stories. While Malia's journey to independence shaped her adult life, her teenage years held secrets of their own. What was it like being a teenager in the White House? Life behind White House walls. Dating as a teenager brings enough butterflies, but try going on your first date with armed agents watching your every move. For Malia Obama, romance came with a side of earpieces and dark sunglasses, as Secret Service agents tried their best to blend into the background of school dances and movie theaters. Barack Obama once chuckled while sharing a story about Malia's first high school date. The young man who came to pick her up found himself face to face with not only the President of the United States, but also 2 stern-faced agents who would be chaperoning their evening. The poor boy's hands shook so much he could barely hold his soda at the restaurant. Inside the White House, life moved at its own strange rhythm. While other teens texted their friends about normal high school drama, Malia and Sasha had to pass through security checkpoints to invite classmates over for study sessions. Their sleepovers happened in a building with its own bowling alley and movie theater, but also with guards posted at every entrance. The family carved out pockets of normalcy in their unusual home. They transformed the solarium into a cozy hangout spot where the girls could do homework and chat with friends without feeling like they were in a museum. Michelle insisted on family dinner nights, even if it meant eating between state functions in a dining room that had hosted kings and presidents. Secret Service code names added another layer of surreal teenage life. Malia was Radiance and Sasha was Rosebud, names they sometimes used to tease each other during family game nights. The agents became like extra uncles and aunts, trying to stay professional while watching the girls grow up under their protection. Weekend activities required military precision planning. A simple trip to the mall meant sweeping the building beforehand, clearing certain stores, and maintaining a careful perimeter around the girls. Yet somehow, through careful coordination and patience, Malia managed to try on prom dresses with her friends and shop for school supplies like any other student. The most challenging moments came during school events. At basketball games and recitals, the Secret Service worked hard to help Malia feel like a regular participant rather than the president's daughter. They dressed casually, sat scattered throughout the crowd, and did their best to fade into the background while keeping their eyes sharp and their earpieces ready. Before moving to the White House, the family lived in a modest apartment in Chicago. The shift to such a prominent residence was significant, but it also brought remarkable opportunities. The girls traveled the world, witnessed historic events, and learned about diplomacy firsthand. However, Michelle and Barack were determined to keep things as normal as possible. They were hands-on parents, deeply involved in their daughter's education, often speaking with teachers and prioritizing school over political obligations. Michelle's mother, Marion, played a crucial role in maintaining this sense of normalcy. Moving into the White House in 2009, she helped raise the girls and insisted on performing everyday tasks like laundry, teaching her granddaughters to do the same. Initially, this hands-on approach surprised the White House staff, accustomed to serving the first family in every way. But over time, they adjusted, seeing Sasha and Malia as regular kids with regular responsibilities. As Michelle nurtured her daughter's dreams, her own journey began from a modest upbringing to becoming a global icon. But what shaped Michelle's path, and how did her early experiences lay the foundation for her remarkable story? Michelle's journey. Michelle LaVaughn Robinson's story began in Chicago's South Side. Born into a working-class family, she grew up with her parents, Fraser and Marion Robinson, who instilled in her the values of hard work and education. Her father, Fraser, a city pump operator, battled multiple sclerosis but remained steadfast in his dedication to his family. The Robinson family lived in a small apartment, with Michelle and her brother Craig sharing a single room divided by a makeshift partition. Despite their modest means, the household was rich in love, laughter, and a commitment to learning. Marion, a homemaker, ensured that both children understood the value of discipline and academic excellence, lessons that would guide Michelle throughout her life. A bright and ambitious student, Michelle attended Whitney Young Magnet High School, where she first encountered the stark contrasts in educational opportunities. This experience fueled her determination to excel and effect change. Her hard work paid off when she was accepted to Princeton University. At Princeton, Michelle majored in sociology, focusing on the challenges faced by African American students. Her senior thesis explored the intersections of race and education, laying the foundation for her future advocacy. After Princeton, Michelle pursued a law degree at Harvard, where she continued to break barriers and champion diversity. Her early career at the prestigious law firm Sidley Austin was marked by professional success, but Michelle soon realized her passion lay in public service. She transitioned to roles that allowed her to make a direct impact on her community, including her tenure as the founding executive director of Public Allies in Chicago, where she mentored young leaders dedicated to public service careers. Michelle's personal life also flourished during this period. At Sidley Austin, she met Barack Obama, a fellow lawyer with a shared vision for social justice. Their partnership, both personal and professional, was grounded in a mutual commitment to service and equity. Married in 1992, Michelle and Barack embarked on a journey that would eventually lead them to the White House. As First Lady, Michelle Obama's initiatives reflected her lifelong commitment to education, health, and military families. Her Let's Move campaign addressed childhood obesity, promoting healthier lifestyles for children across the nation. Meanwhile, her Reach Higher initiative encouraged students to pursue higher education, emphasizing the importance of college and vocational training. Throughout her tenure, Michelle's role as a mother remained central to her identity. Balancing her responsibilities with the upbringing of her daughters, Malia and Sasha, she navigated the complexities of public life with grace and poise. Her memoir, Becoming, offers an intimate glimpse into her journey, chronicling the personal and professional milestones that have defined her life. In Michelle Obama's journey, education was not just a personal pursuit, but a beacon guiding her and Barack's public life. As they championed learning, they laid the foundation for a legacy deeply rooted in education. How did that translate into actual policies and programs that left a lasting impact on America's schools? The Obama Education Legacy. Barack Obama's presidency began with a promise of hope and change, particularly in education. Michelle, being the first African-American associate dean at the University of Chicago, and the Obamas both strongly believed in the power of education to create change, a belief they brought with them to the White House. When President Obama took office in 2009, he set out to change the education system with programs that showed how much he valued learning. One of his first big moves was the Race to the Top program, a $4.35 billion grant meant to encourage new ideas and reforms in schools across the country. The program pushed states to adopt policies aimed at improving student results, closing achievement gaps, and making teachers more effective. Michelle Obama took the lead on two big initiatives that highlighted the importance of education for young people. One of them was the Reach Higher campaign, which encouraged students to aim for higher education, whether that meant a 4-year degree, community college, or vocational training. She spoke directly to students, telling them to believe in their potential and understand that continuing their education after high school could open up opportunities for a brighter future. Let Girls Learn, another of Michelle's passion projects, aimed to break down barriers that prevented millions of girls around the world from receiving an education. It was not just about access, but ensuring that girls were safe, respected, and had the opportunity to thrive in school environments. For the Obamas, these initiatives weren't just about policies, they were personal. Their own daughters, Malia and Sasha, grew up with a strong understanding of the value of education. The family's dedication to learning was clear in the way they supported their girls, encouraging them to explore their passions and make a difference in the world. President Obama, from his time at Occidental College to his law degree from Harvard, where he became the first African-American president of the Harvard Law Review, education was a cornerstone of his life. This background reinforced his belief in equal educational opportunities for all. Even though Obama set some big goals, not all of his education reforms were met with praise. The Race to the Top program, in particular, got some pushback. People criticized it for focusing too much on standardized testing and putting a lot of pressure on schools to perform. Some argued that it ended up favoring schools with more resources, which could make the gap between wealthy and struggling districts even wider. While many supported the push for charter schools, others saw it as a threat to public school systems. The debate about how much the federal government should be involved in local education continued to be a hot topic throughout Obama's time in office. The Obama administration's commitment to education was evident not just in their policies, but also in the personal stories of the first family. Their efforts aimed to inspire a generation to aim higher and achieve more, no matter where they came from. While there were plenty of challenges along the way, the impact of their work still shapes conversations around education reform today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, leave nice comments, and remember to subscribe for more interesting content. Check out another interesting video by clicking on the one appearing on your screen right now.